Good morning and welcome to the video for Thursday, June the 18th. This is going to be a video for our upcoming fourth graders. So on Monday's video, I mentioned there would be a couple additional ideas working with division that are going to be new ideas that we will talk about in fourth grade. One of those is going to be using repeated subtraction in the same way that we could use repeated addition to find the answer to a multiplication problem. The other idea is going to be using partial quotients. And so I've got a couple examples that will show each of those. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. So I'm going to start with the one on the right here. And this is going to be our example of using partial quotients. And we're using the distributive property. So what they want us to do is to go ahead and represent this entire picture. And so I went ahead and broken it up into 20 divided by 2 and 6 divided by 2. So I have a group of 2 times 10 here that I've tried to color in red. I have a group of 3 times 2 to get the 6 in orange. What we would do from there is go ahead and find the answers. So 20 divided by 2 would give us 10. 6 divided by 2 would give us 3, and the answer for that would be 13. Another idea that we might use for partial quotients is going to be over here. Last year I had more people have success with this and were a little bit confused on this. So I'm going to kind of relate some of the things I used last year, but also hopefully pick an example that's easy enough that you can understand what's going on. So anytime that we're asked to do partial quotients or repeated subtraction, what we're looking to do is find a group. And so since we're working with groups of 4, my first thing I would suggest is to see if you can count 10 groups of 4 with our 60. And then the way that we would represent that down below is to take the answer to 4 times 10, which would be 40, and subtract that out. Instead of doing 60 minus 4 and then keep counting backward by 4, this is a time-saving method that they introduced for that. So we would have 20 left over, and then out to the side we would represent that we have counted 10 groups of 4. And we are going to add that to what we have left over here in a moment. So I can't count 10 groups of 4 anymore because I only have 20 left. I can count 5 groups of 4, and so that is what I'm going to do. 5 times 4 would give me 20, and so I would take away the remaining 20, and that would give me 0, and then this would give me a 5 here, and so my answer would end up being 15, but we would write that out here to the side. And so I think that was one of the things that made people a little bit confused when we were working on this. The book does a lot to explain it, but it also shows a lot of examples where you kind of have to read between the lines and figure out why certain things are blank and why they're drawn in the way that they are. And my first year teaching that was last year, and I didn't do quite as well as I possibly could have. So hope this explanation helps, especially for my upcoming fourth graders at Risen Christ, who will be working with this method a lot in the chapter that it's introduced, especially so I can help getting better at explaining it. So hope this has helped explain it. We will be doing more advanced work with this, but that is the general idea. And I had some people that were still kind of stuck on how that would work. And so hopefully that helps explain it. And then my Risen Christ students, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Be more than happy to answer any questions, especially before school starts, to kind of get you ready for what to expect. So hope you have a great day. Hope the video has helped explain a concept that we'll be working on this coming school year. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which will be on Monday.